Hey everybody, it's Danielle Doucette again, and we are back to do Instagram 101. And the reason why we're talking about Instagram right now is because my team and I are doing an Instagram challenge. We each posted a screenshot of our followers that we started out with, and at the end of the week we're going to post where we end up, and whoever has the most new followers this week is going to win the prize. I'm in it as well. I'm not eligible for the prize, but I'm still having fun. And so I think it's important to do things like that because honestly, as a leader, I feel like it's not only my duty to share my knowledge, but also to inspire my team through my actions, to support them, and I think it's important that we all have fun because this business is a lot harder than most people think it is. They don't call it network marketing for no reason, right? But I think that it's always a good idea to have fun while we do the work that we need to do. So, all right, let's dive in. We're going to talk about Instagram. This is just going to be the basics, okay? I'm by no means an Instagram expert, but I do believe it is super important to diversify and not put all your eggs in one basket. If Facebook were to, drop off the face of the earth tomorrow, would your business completely disappear? I wouldn't want mine to. So I definitely feel that it's important to kind of branch out and learn new things. I don't use Instagram as the main source of my business, and some people do, and they do it super successfully. I use Instagram more as a tool to reach a larger, greater network and kind of funnel them back into where I'd like them to be, which is my Facebook group, which is kind of my network, my tight-knit community of my clients and my prospects and everybody who wants to learn a little bit more about my business. Right? So, okay, let's just talk about what Instagram is. First of all, if you don't have an account yet, it's pretty super simple to sign up, and you can sign up for a personal account or a business account. I do suggest that if you're using Instagram for your business, you sign up for the business account because it'll give you a couple of more insights as to what reach your posts are getting, but really either way is fine. And I do suggest that you set up your username on Instagram to be the same as your business page on Facebook. And I also think that you should have that as Pinterest as well. So Pinterest, Instagram, and your Facebook page, if you can possibly have them all have the same username so that it's very easy for people to find you across different platforms and kind of find you everywhere online. So just something to think about. And Instagram is a social network, but unlike, it's a little bit different than Facebook, and it's very visual. So it's all about the pictures, and it's a little bit less about connecting with people about stories as much as it is stories told with pictures. And people are drawn to different accounts by how aesthetically pleasing it is when they go to your account and they see your past posts. They see about 9 of your most recent posts. What does that look like? Is it all jumbled together? Does it draw them in? And that's kind of how you connect with people on Instagram. So it's very visual, and it is definitely a social network where you want to use original content, okay? You don't want to be using copy and pasted posts that everyone in your company is using. You do not want to be using your corporate photos that makes you look like everyone else. Instagram is really a place where you want to get creative, where you want to start making your own graphics, where you want to start taking your own pictures, where you want to post yourself, okay? It's super important. Now, the other thing about Instagram is that people don't really connect with each other through a link of friends. They connect together by topic and by keyword, and those are called hashtags. And it's the # and then it's a word or some initials or a phrase, and those are the things that people search. You can click on a hashtag and all of the posts that have that hashtag will come up, and that's how people kind of connect with what they're looking for. So if they're searching for something, they're going to search a hashtag. So it's really important when you make your posts to kind of categorize that post and kind of think, who are you trying to reach and what words would they be using to search for the thing that you want to show them. So that's what a hashtag is, and that's what a hashtag does. On your posts, you probably want to have anywhere from like 4 to 11 is a good amount. 30 is the max that you can have. If you have more than 30 hashtags, you won't be able to post. And a post with at least one hashtag does 12.6%, has 12.6% more interaction than a post with none, okay? So it is definitely important to use at least a couple of hashtags on your posts. Now, so one mistake that I see a lot of network marketers make, though, is when they post and they choose their hashtags, they choose all of the hashtags that describe what they're posting, but they're not thinking in the way of the person that they're trying to reach. So if all of your hashtags, if you hashtag your business, your company name, the product name, your business name, these are all things that people would be searching for if they already knew your company, if they already knew your product. If you hashtag only those things, chances are good that you're only going to reach other representatives of your company. You want to think like a person who is looking for but might not know they need your product or your opportunity or to get to know you. So you want to think from that angle and think, what would I search for if I was looking for a solution to this problem, or I was looking for a product to do XYZ, okay? I don't want to be brand specific. I want this training to be available to anybody in any business, but I want you to kind of think of it that way. So let's say that I sold widgets and I hashtagged widgets and I hashtagged widget company. Well, what I want to do is I want to reach the person who needs a widget but doesn't yet know all about widgets. So I want to think of, what are they searching for that they would need this widget for, right? And those are the hashtags you want to reach. How about a broader spectrum of what your product is? So you don't want to hashtag specifically your product, but maybe if it's a beauty product, maybe you want to hashtag beauty related hashtags, not necessarily your product related hashtags, okay? So if you're a beauty, if you're a beauty company and you want to, if you're with a beauty company and you want to post your makeup for the day, maybe you post MOTD, which is makeup of the day, or face of the day, FOTD, and you can Google to find out what the trending hashtags are and kind of get in on that. And I'm going to go into a couple that are very general that you can use. But those are the kinds of things you want to think about when you're choosing what to hashtag to attract the right people to your posts. And I am going to look down at my notes, okay? All right, the next thing is, let's talk about when you set up your Instagram account. You're going to have, first of all, you do have a profile photo, and it's easy to bring in your profile photo from your Facebook profile. And I always like to do that. I like to match them up because, again, like I was talking about when we talked about a Facebook profile, that's putting a face to the name. And if they can put the face to the name across platforms, then it's like they'll see you on Instagram and say, hey, I know her from Facebook. And that's recognition, that's branding yourself. So I always suggest that you kind of match those up and at the very least have a picture of your face, not your logo, not a product. You want to make this personal to you. Even if it is your complete business account, mine is, my username is my business name, but my description name is my personal name because I'm always branding myself no matter where I go. I want Danielle Doucette to be part of what people, think of when they think of me. I want them to recognize my name. So that's on there, and I want them to recognize my face. The next thing is your bio, okay? This is a great opportunity for you to give people, like, you want to shoot your vibe out to them so that you can attract your tribe. You don't want to be salesy, salesy, salesy. You want to kind of give them who are you in an overview, like a grand, you know, the grand wrap up of who you are. And you want to send out those, you know, what do you want people to know about you? And definitely you want them to know that you're serious about your business, that you are there to help them with whatever it is that your business can help them with, right? You want to give them, in my bio, I ask people to connect with me on Facebook because I want them to come back to where I mainly work, right? Which is Facebook. I give them my email address if they want to work with me. I invite them to work with me. It's a call to action. It's not just passively sitting back and saying, hey, some people might like me. I'm saying, hey, connect with me. I'm here. And then on Instagram, this is important, there is only one place where you can put a clickable link. Okay, in the description of your posts, if you type out a URL link, it's not going to be clickable. And believe me, people do not really ever take the time to copy and paste a link or type something out. So that's going to be kind of, you know, a wasted effort on your part. So you need to make that link in your bio really work for you. When you're setting up your profile, it says website, you have an opportunity to put something in there. So here are some of the things that you can put, right? You could put your replicated website if you have one, if you work with a company that has one. But here's the thing about that. You're sending people off to a website where the only option they have is to shop or not. Most people are going to not, okay? Because most people need to connect with a product or opportunity at least 7 times, sometimes up to 21. I mean, obviously it could be any number, but generally it's at least 7 times before somebody decides, yes, I need that product, or yes, I want to work with that person. So if you just have them click that link and you want to go and expect them to make a purchase, chances are good that they're not going to, and then you've lost that opportunity unless they come back and follow another post of yours, or they're an active follower of yours. So how can we make that link work better for us? Well, we could link our Facebook profile. That's a good one because then people can connect with you by clicking that link and say, oh, okay, well, let me send her a friend request, or let me join that group. Those are good options as well. You could send them to your YouTube channel if you do a lot of videos over there, and that's really where you want to connect with them. But here is going to be my suggestion. There is a website called Linktree. It's spelled linktr.ee, and it is this awesome site. It's free, where you can set up an account and you sign into Linktree with your Instagram account. They're partnered like that. Linktree actually was created to basically solve this problem of only having one opportunity with one link in your Instagram profile. And what Linktree does is when you set it up, you can set up buttons for as many links as you want. So my Linktree goes to, there's a button that says you can browse and shop my products, and you click the link and you go to my closed private Facebook group. If you want to watch my videos on YouTube, I have a button for that. You click it, you go right to my YouTube channel, which is Danielle Doucette, by the way, on YouTube if you want to subscribe. If you know you want to work with me, there's a button you can hit and it goes straight to where you're going to put your information and become a distributor. If you want to, learn more about me, you can click and go to my personal website. And I have this all set up and it's one link. You can do the same for yourself and put that link in your bio. Then when people click it, they can go and connect with you anywhere that they might want to. If they're interested in watching videos and you have a YouTube account, they'll go connect with you there. If they want to become Facebook friends with you, they can. If they want to follow your business page, you can have a link for that. It's really, really awesome, and it is so, so useful for your business. If you don't have one yet, I highly recommend you go and set that up right after you're done watching this video. The next thing that you can do, and this is something that, you know, is completely optional, but if you have decided to kind of brand yourself more and you have a domain name for your business, and I am all about the domain names, okay? I have many for different aspects of my business, and my domain name that I have for my Linktree is actually connectwithdanielle.com. And I thought, well, that kind of makes sense because when you click on it, you're going to have all these places where you can connect with me. So you can do something fun like that. You can do yourname.com. I highly recommend that you buy the domain for your name. Even if you don't know what you're going to use it for right now, I highly suggest you go and buy that. You can go to GoDaddy and you can use a coupon code and you can get a domain for the year for like just a couple of bucks. And at most, it's usually about $10. So that's, I'm going to get back to Instagram basics here before I get off the beaten path. But that, I do recommend getting that set up for yourself. And you can not only use that for your Instagram profile, but you can use that Linktree whenever you meet someone. You can give that to them, and then they really have a lot of options as to how to connect with you. And you can even put that link on your business cards. And that way you have a lot more options. And not only that, but you can go in and change the buttons on there and what they link to. So you don't have to go and change your business cards all the time when you change your mind about this or where you want them to go, or you created a blog. You can do it all on the back end. Okay, so now you have your Instagram set up, you have your picture, you have your bio, you have your link, you're all set up and you're ready to post. What are you going to post? As I talked about, you really want to do your own creative content. So here are some of the things that are really popular on Instagram. Lifestyle pictures. So pictures of you just kind of narrating your life. What do you do in life that's interesting? And it doesn't have to be interesting like you traveled to Bali or, you're on safari. It just has to be what makes you you, and what makes you interesting, and what makes you, who you are. Those are great things to share. Inspirational quotes are great. But here's my tip. Don't just go and grab a picture and an inspirational quote that you find on Google or that you find on Instagram and you grab it and snag it. Make your own. Okay? Make your own. Maybe use a picture of yourself in it. People love to see your face. Or use a background, use colors, and if you haven't yet, start thinking about what colors do you want to represent you, and that's kind of tying into your own personal branding. If you have branding already, pull that in and use that on your Instagram photos. I'm going to give you a couple of suggestions as to resources to use for those. I love using PicMonkey.com. I love using Canva.com. They're both on the web. You don't need to download any software. They both have both free and premium versions. So there's a lot of options there. And then on your phone, you can make things. I love WordSwag. It is a paid app, but it's absolutely worth it. And I'm like one of those people that really doesn't like to pay for apps at all for whatever reason, even though they're like 99 cents sometimes. I'm like, oh, I can't buy it. But I made the investment. I think it's $4.99 for WordSwag, and it was worth it. Like, I fell in love. So I highly suggest it. But there's other ones. You can use Typorama. I can't even think. Photofy is another good one. There's a ton. Okay, so you have a lot of options there. But make your own images. And then also, don't forget to watermark them. You want to watermark them with your handle, your username, so that when that gets shared out, because it's a great looking graphic, you're the one being shared. You're not sharing someone else's content, but it's the other way around. Building your personal branding, baby. That's the way to do it. So those are the kinds of things that you can post on Instagram. Right now, actually, what I'm doing for the month is I'm doing an Instagram challenge in which I have a prompt for each day that kind of gives me a starting off point for what I'm going to post for that day. So I'm trying to do that, and I'm trying to stay consistent with it. So far, well, we're 2 days in, and I'm good so far. So those are some of the things. Let's talk about hashtags I have a couple here that are great to use that are very popular. Keep in mind when you use a super popular hashtag, you're going to get bumped down pretty quickly because a lot of people are using it. But that's okay, because if you post at a good time when when your target market is on, they're going to see you. So TBT is a good one. It's Throwback Thursday. So you want to post something that's like a picture from the past and tie it into your business or tie it into your personal branding. Insta Good is a good one, and that's really for like the stuff that you're super proud of and you want to share out with the Instagram community. Photo of the Day is a good one, and Pick of the Day is another one as well. Manic Monday is great. Show what's going on in your Monday. How is working your business different than going to the office 9 to 5? Or if you're like me, I go to the office 9 to 5 and I work my business. So I've got my own brand of Manic Mondays. Wisdom Wednesday is a nice one. And of course, hashtag selfie. So you definitely can post selfies on Instagram. Instagram loves the selfies, and pictures of your food actually are very popular on Instagram. I believe there's a hashtag of like, I think it's empty plate or something like that, and people put pictures of their plate after they finished eating, and then people guess in the comments as to what they had. Kind of funny. But that's kind of the way the community of Instagram works, and get more into it. That's kind of the fun that you can have and the connections that you can make with people. And another thing that I wanted to share with you guys, if you wanted to get into the aesthetics of your Instagram, is people like to do a grid. And so when you go to someone's Instagram page, their most recent photos will be, instead of just haphazard photos of whatever, there'll be a grid. So you could do like a quote and then a picture and then a quote and then a picture and then a quote. And there's all different kinds of Instagram grids you can get into. You can Google that for the setup and how to and all of that, but that's an option for you to do. And then I want to talk about how to attract followers and how to get more followers, and how to do so in a little bit more of an active way rather than passively sitting around and waiting for people to find your Instagram and connect with you. So the thing about Instagram is that it's a little bit different than having to make a connection, personally with someone in order to, on Facebook we friend request, but we're not going to friend request a complete stranger. That's spammy. But on Instagram, we can do a little bit more of connecting with people in a faster way. And so what I suggest you do is you go and find some influencers in your industry, people who have the same type of followers that you're looking for, that same type of target market. So if you're in the beauty industry, maybe you find a really popular beauty blogger and you go to the followers of her page and you can connect with them. You can follow them. A large percentage of people on Instagram will automatically follow you back if you follow them. And then more so, people will see you followed them, and they will go to your page and they will take a look at your stuff, and if they like you and connect with you, they'll follow you back, okay? So this is a really great way to actively grow your followers list. Another thing is you want to kind of make sure that your ratio of people who are following you to how many people you follow is balanced out, or you want to ideally have more followers than you have people that you're following. So I recommend the app Cleaner for Instagram. You can download it from the App Store and you connect to it through your Instagram, and what it does is it will go through the people that you're following, and it will find the people who are inactive and it will unfollow them, because hey, if they're not posting anymore, they're not actually using Instagram, you don't need to be following them. It will also go through and select the people who didn't follow you back. So these are the people that you might be following that aren't connecting back with you, and you can go ahead and remove those as well. So that's kind of a nice tip to clean up how many people you're following, especially good as you go through and try to grow your followers list so that you're not following like 5 million people and you have 20 following you. So, what else do I have? Okay, we talked about using hashtags to attract the people that you're looking to attract, right? Don't use the hashtags that necessarily just describe what you're selling or what your opportunity is, but select hashtags that might attract people who don't know that they're looking for you, but they need you. So you want to check out influential people. You want to check out your competition and see what hashtags they're using. In some cases, you're going to want to use similar hashtags to reach similar people. In some cases, there's going to be hashtags that you don't want to be mixed in with, so you might want to avoid those. So that's kind of, you're going to do a little market research in that way. And you can use the Instagram search feature. You can pull up hashtags and see how popular are they. And you want to think of it this way: if you use a hashtag that's very obscure and not many people, not many posts have it, you are probably not going to draw in a lot of people. It probably means that it's really not a very popular hashtag. If you use a hashtag that has like billions of posts, you may very well get lost in the fold there. So just keep that in mind. Kind of want to find hashtags that are the middle of the road, and mix it up. You can use different hashtags for different things. I have a friend who posted a picture of the sky that she took, and it was beautiful. You know, it's just a picture of the sky. She hashtagged it sky. She ended up with like 16 new followers within 5 minutes of posting. It was a nice surprise. So, you know, don't be afraid and don't be too rigid. Don't be afraid to just show, like I said, lifestyle posts and things that are interesting about you as a personal brand, and not just all about your product, all about your opportunity. This is not an area where this is sell, sell, sell. Again, it may be a little bit less on the personal relationship side and then Facebook is, but it is still about sharing your vibe and attracting your tribe. And that's not one-sided. That is not advertising, 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 right? Remember to use your 3 Ps, and you want to post purposeful stuff, you want to post personality stuff, and you want to, I can't think of the 3rd P right now. I can't believe in the middle of a live. I just forgot that, but I did. So we're just going to move on. But anyway, promotional. That's it. Purposeful, personality, and promotional. You want to kind of mix it up, okay? All right. Do double check a hashtag. If you're going to use like a hashtag that you just came to mind and you're like, this will be great, just double check it. Make sure it doesn't have any double meaning. Make sure you're not going to be mixing in with stuff that you don't want to be associated with. And when you do your description of your post, okay, if you don't want to have a block of hashtags sitting right there, what you can do is you want to type out a description. Sometimes it's going to be a really short description. Sometimes you can type out a full post, just like on Facebook. You can do that. And then afterwards, you're going to hit enter, and then the period, enter, period, enter, period. And you can do like 5 lines of that. And it's going to be placeholders that's going to move your hashtags down here. So your description's up here, your hashtags are down here. So that's kind of just a quick little tip. And what else? That's it, guys. That is basically it. So if you'd like to join my team and I in the challenge, you're more than welcome to. You know, challenge yourself. Take a picture of your starting follower count and then give yourself a week. Go ahead and start to actively look for new followers. Like I said, go and find someone who has a similar ideal client to you. Now, I want to be sure that you hear me on this. I am not talking about going to your competitor or someone else in your company and trying to hijack their followers. But there are people in industries related to what you do, and those are the people that you're going to connect with. Another great opportunity if you're looking to connect with local clients, go to other local businesses. They don't even have to be in the same field as yours. You know, if a dentist in your town is on Instagram, chances are good that the people who are following that dentist live in town. So you can go and connect through following with those people, and the people who are attracted to your vibe will follow you back. Okay, and then like I said, use cleaner every couple of days as you're actively following people. Every couple of days, use cleaner to clean out the people that didn't really connect, right? It wasn't a match. You're like playing a little bit of a matchmaking game, and you see who is going to match with you. So you're going to work on actively trying to gain followers. You're going to post consistently at least once a day. Instagram moves pretty quickly. You can post multiple times a day. I suggest that you don't post one right after the other, picture, because that kind of gets annoying when it shows up in people's feeds that way. Kind of space them out. But at least once a day, more than that is fine. And creatively use your hashtags. Think outside of the box, reach outside to solve people's problems, to attract the people that you're looking for. And if you do these things throughout the week, I am positive that when you take a snapshot of where you end up a week from now, your follower count is going to be up. Your engagement is going to be up. You're going to feel a lot more confident with where you are with using your Instagram. And that's about it. That's the plan. That's what we want to get you doing. Want to get you in a habit of posting consistently, and we want to see that follower count grow and continue to grow. So thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to tag somebody that you think would benefit from this training. You are welcome to share this training with your team if you'd like. And if you have any questions, please post in the comments below. And if you'd like to, check back in after the week and let us know, how did it go? Did the tips that you found in this video help you? And how's it going on Instagram for you? Thanks so much for watching, guys. I am so happy to have you watching this training. Thank you so much for making it through to the end. If you would like to connect with me on Instagram, my username is @shopunicornkisses. And if you'd like to connect with me elsewhere, you can go to connectwithdanielle.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.